Hello guys, welcome back. Today, I'm doing a Minecraft video, and let's get into the battle. I've already set it up, of course. This is Tower Battle. A Tower Battle, and I did it. It's been a very long time since I did the first episode of Detailed Block Battles, but yeah. So, I'm kind of making the red troops, of course, trying to make it symmetrical, kind of hard. But oops. Yeah, I'm trying to move my troops to the correct area. Or the troops, not my troops. It's the red troops. But I just want to say thank you for 15 subs. It's a really big help to the channel. Gonna put some ladders here. Make it an actual tower. But I'm very grateful for all of your support. And I can't wait until we reach 20 subs. That's gonna be amazing. And yeah. But here I'm putting walls or fence walls around the tower so that troops don't just fall off it. And I'm putting 4 troops here, 6 troops up there, and 2 archers, 4 troops here, and yeah, it's not symmetrical. Ugh. Wish it was. Very annoying, but I'm trying to see how things work with this. I want more troops. Oh, yeah. Oops. It's supposed to be red troops. Or no, it's supposed to be blue troops. Sorry. Board mixed up. It's supposed to be red troops is what I thought when I was placing them down. Yeah, we couldn't really have red troops versus red troops because then you couldn't tell who was who. I mean, we could have a civil war, but then again, you can't tell who's who. I guess that kind of is how civil wars are. But I'm gonna add more troops. Like I said I was. And put up blue defenders, making it look symmetrical on the walls. And on the ground. This looks a lot better. With it being blue, not red. But I guess I could change this a little bit. Actually, I could change it a lot. So the red troops are going to be advancing onto the blue troops. And this is going to be kind of a trying to make it symmetrical. Doesn't really work. But the red troops are advancing, trying to find out how it should make it. Doesn't really look right, but the red troops are going to be advancing. They have roughly the same number of troops as the blues. Maybe a little bit less, maybe more. But they will lose lots of troops to the archers of the blues. As we've seen, the defenses are always, they can do more damage than offense. And the right commanders, of course, do not like losing lots of troops, but they kind of are used to it. They've been doing the same strategy over and over and over again. So it's kind of unavoidable. Of course, they'll still try to cut down the losses. The red troops are also doing a flanking strategy. And that's always good for the reds. They like a good flanking strategy. Always can be useful. But the blues, they are kind of just chilling in the tower. The reds are calling in reinforcements. And it's not much. It's 5 melee troops and 1 archer. But the 3 melee troops and 1 archer are going to be pulling forward, I think. I feel like this is what the reds would do. It is what they would do. And the blues are losing archers to the reds. The reds are also losing troops, definitely a lot more than the blues. But they are doing some good. They're also destroying parts of the walls. And this is great for the reds because that means they can actually get through the blues' defenses. They can walk around. And they start going through. And This is great for the Reds. The Reds are super excited that they get to move through the Blues' defenses, bypass them. This is a lot faster than the first episode. The first episode also had more troops and more defenses, but it took a lot longer that episode than this episode. The Reds' flanking troops are going to be moving forward and just trying to advance, hoping to flank the Blues. Now, if I was the Red commander, which I'm not, if I was, then I would send most of my troops in the middle, and then push into the Blues, and then send my flanking troops around, and to make 2 big encirclements of the Blues troops. That would be what I would want. I wouldn't be trying to just flank their entire army the entire time, because, well, it just doesn't really seem like a good idea. But the Red troops are advancing, they're also dying. They break down one of the walls. The Blues are starting to realize that what the Reds are doing, and they start blocking off the entrances and pushing forward, getting the Reds to stop their advance. And this Blue troop will kind of stay over there to help defend. He then decides to move to the ladder just in case a Red soldier gets by the defenses and tries to get up there, which thankfully he catches one. Now, the Reds, it would have been great if the Blue soldier had managed to push behind the Red soldier, the 3 soldiers that are forward, because then those 3 soldiers could die, which would be amazing for the Blues, but that doesn't happen. And then the Blue soldiers gathered their defenses and put them to stop the Reds from pushing forward. And the Blues then do start to actually encircle the Red troops. Here, they kill quite a few Red troops, but the Blues do also lose a few troops. Basically, same blow. You do this, I do that. Kind of combat here. They're trading blows. And then here's where we see something interesting. The Reds send 2 more troops to this flanking area to add firepower, and then they start actually killing a lot of the Blues. The flanking troops add numbers, and this seems like the worst situation for the Blues. One of the Red archers did get killed, but that doesn't really matter. And now these Blue troops are getting encircled, but they kind of decide to retreat because they don't want to be encircled. The red soldiers still pursue them, though sadly for the blues. And so the blues decide to bring their 4 troops that are on the bottom floor of the tower as aid in numbers, reinforcements. They call their troops back even more. The Reds gain territory, but this is so that the Blues can keep themselves alive. And the Reds start to move in and attack. And I mean, they've been doing that this entire time, but they move in more and attack more, and things are not exactly looking good for the Blues, but I mean, it could be worse. The Blues also do get a little bit encircled, and the Reds are rushing forward and sending their troops forward, killing and attacking the Blues. And the Blues are like dying, and they're in a bad situation. They're not in that bad of a situation again, but still, it's not a good situation. The red flanking troops finally arrive. They miss their opportunity, which is pretty dumb, but they do manage to hit the Blues quite hard, and the Blues do retaliate, killing quite a few Red soldiers with their archers and their own soldiers. Then the Blues are kind of getting scared in the tower, and they're reacting quite strongly. The Reds do get shot and killed. The Blues do too, and they lose an archer, which is very bad. But then some more troops die on both sides, and some more. The Blues are kind of retreating now, but they do lose some troops. They retreat back to the tower. One of them tries to hold the Reds off, but he's killed by the Reds. The Reds now are pushing forward for victory and for greatness. And the Red soldiers are pushing forward, and it's obviously looking better for the Reds than for the Blues, you would think. Until you realize that the Blues have lots more troops back up in their tower. The Reds are sending their troops forward, trying to kill the Blues, but the Blues have a secret strategy. Guess what it is? Flanking. Yep. They learned from the Reds. They decide to send their troops around, sneakily attacking without the Reds' knowledge. And yeah, find out. Okay, there. Now the Blues are using their best strategy yet. So they're pulling their troops back. And the Reds, of course, push forward. And the Blues keep on pulling their troops back. And the Reds keep on pulling their troops more and more forward. The Reds do lose a troop. And then the Reds, when they realize what's happened, it's already too late. And of course the Blues troops do fight the Archers, but the Archers are killed by the Blue troops, and the Blue Archers, the Blue troops are also killed, but that doesn't really matter. Now the Reds are being encircled. They're being pushed up against their troops. They also die. One of the Blue troops does die too, but that doesn't really matter. Now the Reds are being pushed in even more. And now the Blues have sandwiched the Reds. And it's game over for the Blues. The Red Soldiers... it's game over for the Reds. The Red Soldiers lose. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos. And bye.